class. I'm making a loop sort of on the fly here. Let me switch guitars. How y'all doing out there? That was one take of rhythm, one take of bass, and I'll put a little solo on. Put some reverb on it. I gotta get my reverb going. Okay, here we go. Ready? What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Homeskoolin show number, I guess it's 96 now. 96. We're getting real close to 100. Speaking of 100, here it is. Look, check it out. The limited edition print that Ziggy Marley O'Leary did. And you can go to Ziggy's Art Studio, check one of those out if you want. Hand sign on this crazy, he says, museum grade paper. Pretty cool, man. And the Guitar House, www.guitarhouse.net. You can go there and you get the new Uncle Larry's Army t-shirt if you want to check that out. In army green with black font. And I've got the new Fame t-shirt on, which is super comfy. It's not a Gildan, by the way. Got the garage door open. Can you believe it? I mean, think back to how recently that was when I was out here freezing my ass off in a winter coat and a hat. But you got back last night from that session in Muscle Shoals at about 10 o'clock p.m. last night, and man, it was I put up a couple of update videos. Thanks for the kind words about that. But man, I can't tell you what a blast it was. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, man. Been lucky enough in my life to be a part of a lot of cool sessions, man, that were all way out of my league. But man, this is top of the heap. I had so much fun. Ann Wilson is such a cool person to work with. She's so talented and such a cool person and such an iconic voice, man. It was great to, I helped produce some of the tracks and I was in there doing vocals with her, and to have her out there on the mic with that instrument, and you dream up a little idea for something for her to try, and she tries it on the mic with that voice. It's pretty surreal, man. I mean, hell, I grew up listening to that my whole childhood. She's great, and man, I really enjoyed it. We had a killer band, and we had a great studio there, and it was really, really fun. Thanks again for all the kind words. And I want to say about Muscle Shoals, and then I'll shut up talking about it, because I know I've been talking about it a lot lately, but if any of you guys out there have not been there, any of you music freaks have not been to Muscle Shoals for a vacation, you have got to go. I mean, I've probably been down there about a dozen times in my life for various, projects that I've worked on, and every time I go, I always think the same thing. It's just something magical about that place, and you cannot put it into words. I don't even know how to describe it to you guys. There's just something in the air down there, and everyone who knows about it says the same thing. It's like, no wonder all those amazing records happen down there. There's just this sort of mystical quality that it has that is, it's like otherworldly. And man, also, it's if you wanted to move there, it's like it's so cheap. I mean, you could buy a house down there that would cost $1 million, literally, in Nashville for about $250,000 if you wanted. And man, that's thinking about that is intoxicating, because Nashville is so damn expensive. I mean, it's just crazy how expensive it is here. Muscle Shoals is exactly the opposite. It's a very cheap place to live, very cheap place to exist, and the history is mind blowing. And so is this Rolling Rock. But hey, I don't really have much to show you. I don't know. I was just doing a little jam and B there. My favorite key. But okay, so I was just going like this. A over B to B. A minor. A minor 7, really, like with an add 9 in there as well. So and that's a big old like E11 chord where I had a open E and open E on B on top with a D chord in the middle. To a big old G major 7, 13, I suppose, because you got the E on top. And I was playing a little bass for you. I just bought this bass in a pawn shop because I fell in love with it. Look at this crazy bass. It's like a American standard 5-string P bass. And it's funny because a 5-string bass is so taboo in Nashville. I mean, all the session players are embarrassed to play one. It's, it's so uncool to play a 5-string bass in Nashville. It's hilarious. Guys would rather play a 4-string P bass, tune it down a whole step to avoid, having to play a 5-string. But this is great bass, 2014, and it's super light and balanced, and it plays like a dream. Neck is straight as an arrow. But some people have asked me to talk about bass. I grew up playing bass in bands and stuff, and it's like I've always kind of like just sort of winged it. I figured it out, but I do a lot of this sort of, instead of playing the traditional way, fingers. I do a lot of this sort of like, I guess it's like an old funk style of playing. A lot of palm muting, kind of thing, That's just what I do. I remember back when I lived in Cleveland, when I was a kid, all the good guitar gigs were taken, and then the bands that made any money, so I had to play bass in bands growing up, because that's the only way I could make some money. But I love playing bass, man. Bass is so much fun. It's a great instrument. So guys, you guys be good out there, and check out the new shirts on guitarhouse.net, and take your family to Muscle Shoals if you ever get a chance to go on a little vacation, man. You guys will love it, I swear to God. I will be back soon telling you some more lessons. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.